Hi, it's Jez from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I am taking part in a collaboration with Tracy Fox and Line.arrow, and this is called hashtag the envelope project 25. Both Tracy and Natalie have produced 5 pages of freebies that you can get at their different sites. I will link down below, and you can print them off and you can start creating. It's a collaboration. There is a calendar on Tracy Fox's website. I'll link that down below so that you can go and check everybody's ideas out for making envelopes and other things as part of this envelope project. I have been busy sort of printing things off, cutting things out and inking things up. I used my scan and cut, and it's not a perfect machine, and some things didn't cut out, so some things are not cut out, so I decided, well, do you know what, there's so much that I could choose to use that I'll just let the scan and cut decide. So that's what we're using. I'll save this for someone else. I mean, some things that were straight edged, it didn't really matter that it didn't cut them because I could do them myself. So all of these got inked up, and so there's loads and loads of stuff. So as well as envelopes, there's all this wonderful ephemera to use to decorate it, and there's lots of lovely tickets. And there's one ticket that I absolutely love. Well, it's not a ticket, it's a thing that goes on a train. I'm not going to be able to find it now, am I? But it was Exeter Central. So it's the little things that they used to put on trains, so that you knew where the train was going. There it is. These used to get stuck on the windows of the train. And I used to live in Exeter. Yeah, I've travelled from Exeter Central, mostly Exeter St David's. That was the biggest station in Exeter. There was several. There was a little tiny station just down the bottom of our road that I used as well. Anyway, digress. But yeah, it cheered me up seeing that. It's where Exeter is where I met my lovely husband, who sadly passed away recently. So yeah, it was a bit bittersweet, really. So in it, there's 2 envelopes. One envelope designed by Tracy and one by Natalie. Now I printed these at 100%, so quite large really, and possibly a bit too large for a journal page, actually. So yeah, Tracy, when she did her first project, she did them at all sorts of different sizes. So yeah, that's 6.5 inches wide. So that's too wide for a journal page. But my idea, my idea that I've got will mean I'm going to make it ever so slightly smaller anyway. So we might be all right. So yeah, I'm just going to move all this gubbins. So I had a few little mistakes here, but it doesn't actually matter. So what I want to do is create a pocket with the envelope, but I want it to be this way round so that you see the fold-ins, but I want to see this lovely sort of airmail pattern. So what I'm going to do, I could do this on a scoreboard, which would probably be easier actually. You can do it with a ruler, but I'm just thinking, just the way my brain is not firing on all cylinders at the moment, I'm thinking I might be better off with my scoreboard actually. So I'm gonna go just slightly the other side of, I'm going to try and get this a little bit straight. And go down here. Not quite straight, just. gone on the edge there. Do you know, this is when I think you would have been better off with a blooming ruler, Jez. There, that's not too bad. So, go down there. So that's going to fold over and we're going to see that line there. That's what I'm wanting. And I'm just going to measure. If I'm going to go from there. Let's see. Right. So now I'm going to put that at the top. That'll be slightly easier now. I might come in a little bit more at the side there. Come down there. Yeah. And that's going to go in like that. So let's just have a little skeg at how wide that's going to be. It's still going to be quite a bit too wide, Jez. So the idea is how wide's that? 6 inches. That is. Might have to come in just a tad more. Just a tad more. And down there. Want it to fit on a page. So my top tip, there we go, that's about 5.5. Top tip, don't print this on 100% if you want to follow this project. Right, so now I'm gonna come up here. Sorry about the bingy banging of this. I don't wear my Pandora very often, but this was the bangle was a 50th birthday present from Ed, and he bought me the charms, and that one I bought in his memory. It's an eternal 2 hearts entwined eternally, and this is the cross that I bought him and for Christmas as a big surprise many years ago, and he put it on and he never took it off, apart from MRIs and things, of which he had loads in the last year, and so it fits nicely on it and I'm not taking it off. So yeah, sorry about that, but that's where we're going with that. Anyway, so that is that bit done. So I'm gonna just get my bone folder and give that a really good crease. So I am gonna just fold that down a little bit more there, because the edge is there. That gives you a nicer corner bit there. So just where it meets at the top there, you've got this slight flat bit. There are lines to follow for cutting the bits out on the envelope, you know, these bits. This one I cut out, but this one I used my notch punch. If you've got an envelope punch board, you get a notch in it, or you can buy this punch here, and I used that. But I mean, it would work with this as well. I'm just lining up the crease there when we fold over, so it gives you a nice sort of edge there. I don't want this to be quite so tall, so I'm going to deciding which way round I want it. I want that to be folded down. Might go along. Let's get some straight lines. Let's go along there, I think. I can decide if I want it to go down a bit further in a minute. I think I do want it to go down a little bit further, actually, Jess. I want a little bit of it coming up there. Should we try it down there? See what that looks like. You're on the wrong blooming side, Jess. I have what I've been calling bereavement brain, where a bit like brain fog. Oh, too far, Jez. Somewhere in the middle. Gosh. See what I mean? Right, we'll go there. Yeah, so I've seen some lovely projects. I haven't watched them all. Yeah, I just find it a little bit difficult at times to concentrate on things. But yeah, so liking that. So what I'm going to do is just glue some of these bits down, and then I'll do a bit of inking. So none of these are backed because I knew I was doing this. If I was making a proper envelope, I would have backed these. I'd have probably just printed backing sheet onto it. But, oh, do you know, it's glue. It's doing me head in. Bottles are just, it's because I'm not crafting as much. So the glue is sort of drying a bit. So I've got 3 bottles on the glue, and pick whichever one's used. Flowing better. So if you're new to my channel and you join me just because of this collaboration, welcome. I hope you stick around and like what you see. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me. I am very grateful, particularly to my my loyal subscribers who have carried on watching older videos, and those who are commenting so much on videos that I have managed to make. It is I'm just crafting when I can. Some days I sit in my craft room and I can't do very much. Some days my heart just hurts, and I just miss him so much, and I just sit and cry. But I'm filming this on Thursday. I think my video goes out on Friday, and today is 7 weeks, so it is all still very new. Living without my soulmate. But I am about to go away, and I will be spending Easter as we always spent Easter, which is on a pilgrimage. And So I've got lots and lots of friends and family. My brother will be there, my son James. And so I will have the week surrounded by people who knew and loved Ed, and who will be there to support me. And I'm sure there'll be lots and lots of tears, and there will be laughter, and there will be some very difficult moments as well. And I am going to finish packing when I've done this. I've got a few videos that I've filmed to come out whilst I'm away, but not as many as I normally would. But hopefully people will carry on looking at older videos, keep me going. I've said this before on my channel, but Ed really didn't want my channel to suffer, and he was very happy for me to talk about me, talk about him and our situation. He knew that this was my therapy, and that crafting was going to help me get through it. So that is where we're going with that. So we just need to do some inking. So yeah, I sometimes feel that I'm probably going to get quite boring talking about how I'm feeling, so I do apologise for that. Some people say they love hearing me talk about him, but I talked about him when he was alive, so I'm not going to stop talking about him now he's not here. I went out yesterday, I met a friend, and I was telling her about I'd had such a difficult day the other day. My heart just hurt, and I couldn't breathe. We were walking down the street and suddenly I just couldn't breathe. That was a new reaction. Yeah. And I know there are lots of people that are watching me, because they've told me in the comments that they are also widowed, and who know how I feel. There. So now we can see the ends, and I just think that looks pretty, and I just wanted to sort of have bits of different pockets going on there. So I'm gonna glue that so that I've got two wee pockets in the side, and then we're gonna have a big pocket there so that it doesn't all fall into the middle. That was sort of my idea. So let's glue this big one down. Gonna get a bit of glue stick for the massive bit in the middle. And then I'll go around the edges. Yeah, so it took me out. I got all the stuff out, and I thought, well, whilst I cut out, I'll get a bit of inspiration, you know, and I just wanted to not just decorate an envelope. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love working with envelopes. I save all the envelopes. And well, not all of them. I've had so many cards, I cannot tell you. They're all still up. I said to James, I was thinking I might take them down before we go away, so that when we come back, they're not all there. And it's like I'm not starting with, you know, looking at all the cards when we get back. And I think that by the time we get back, it'd be like 8 weeks, that people might have stopped sending cards. And And if I do get some more cards, then it'll only be a few. I'm just proper running out of space. I've had to put up loads of, oh God, loads of little strings to hang them from. And it's been lovely. And I've had some lovely letters, and they do all make me cry. Some lovely things that people say about my lovely man. And yeah, and I will keep all the letters, and I'll keep all the cards. And I am doing a journal for him. I have made a few videos on that. I started it whilst he was still alive, all the sort of happy things that we did. And the places that we visited. We tried to make the most of the time we had left. We had a little bucket list. We couldn't do it all. And yeah, so I documented it. So yeah, it's a place to put some of these lovely letters, and it's going to be something for me to look back on as the years go by. There we go. So I'm just thinking that is quite a big hole there with that. I might need, I'm thinking I might need to come up this diagonal actually, because it'll gape too much. That's all right. There we go. So that is that bit, and now I just want to use some of these bits to decorate. So I've got these things, and I might back them. Well, that one will fit in, except it won't. Well, it can go that far, because it's going to stop there, because right, because that was the way I did it. But I've got these little bits there that can fit things in. Yeah, right, let's start having a little look-see what will and won't go in. Got little bits that I thought I can make little clusters. Oh, it's airmail in it, so we need a bit of airmail on there. Need a stamp, liking that. So I was thinking I was going to make a pocket on the page, but maybe bits will go in. Or like that. Keep me at 7. Edges leave me little notes. At different times. Just sometimes I'd get some lunch out of the fridge, maybe leftovers from the night before, and he'd stuck a little note on it, and or if we were going out for the day, and he'd make a picnic, and he would label the put already on there. He'd label the sandwiches, whose they were, I was a vegetarian, so so mine had to be, you know, made sure that we knew which one was mine. Oh, I want that extra central, don't I? Not sure about that one there. Right. Thinking, commit, Jez, commit. I'm not sure about that one now. I managed to rip the corner of that when I was getting it out. There. Stick you down. I am making a postage journal. I started it ages ago. 2024, I think I started. No, 24 was last year, Jez. Last year was a blur. 2023, I think I started it in. And I haven't finished it. And so it's on my list, something to finish this year. It was on my list, something to finish last year. But at the beginning of last year, we didn't know how it was going to pan out. We had no idea. No idea at all. And yeah. There we go. We've got that. I'm liking this. So I'm going to stick that. Stick this on there. No, I'm just going to rip that bit off. I'm going to make this a journaling card. I'm going to back it. Because I don't like white. And it's too thin. So I need to back that with something. I've got this really thin, just brown paper. I think that will be good. So let's just use a bit of glue stick. I think brown paper that you would use when you're sending a parcel is quite good, with a sort of semi-postage thing. Just go around the edges. There we go. Got a shiny side and a not so shiny side, so I want the not so shiny side on the outside. There we go. rip this. I have to find my ruler that I like to rip with. Right, that side I haven't got enough to grab hold of, so I'm just going to take a deckled edge and trim it there. That fact, do you know what? I'm going to do that all the way around. Always changing my mind. Little bits there that need snipping. There we are. So that's gonna look cool in the back pocket there. So then we want some things in here. So quite like, so some of these need backing, so I'm gonna pick out some things that will go in these pockets. And get them backed. So, will you fit in there? You might if you were a tiny bit smaller. So, we've got that could go in there. Little special delivery. Go in there. We've got a dinner dance that we are attending. A little gift tag maybe. Oh, you're a bit too big. So there's a performance and a train, and then I think maybe we're going to catch the train to Paris, and that's his little surprise at the dinner. That one's not quite straight there. Jazz. It's a little memory. It might have got a little bit torn over the ears, and you now pop in there, and that will fit nicely on a page. So I'm going to get them all backed so that they can be used. So we'll, and I might even stick another one of these in the back pocket as well. I think that might be quite nice. Or should I have that one with the flower on it? Yeah, quite like that. Right, so let's get these all sorted. So that's them all backed. A little bit curly. I find glue stick does that. It will flatten if I put it under something heavy. Right, so I have made myself a little journal. There is a video coming out for this whilst I'm away, start to finish. And my idea was to have somewhere where I could put things that I'm kind of liking that, because we've got that fit on there. It will just look, oh, perfect. It's like it was made. Yeah, so I did this so that I would have somewhere where I could place collaboration projects. So I do a lot of collaborations, and I make the stuff and I really like it, and then I don't actually do anything with it because sometimes it's not in a theme of what I'm making. So I was like, I thought I'd do it, and then it becomes like an ideas journal. I'm just having a little flip and thinking, double checking that is where I want it. Yeah. So we'll stick this in. Yeah, so yeah, that was my thoughts. So I quickly had to make a journal. And I say I did this in a video, so that'll be coming out whilst I'm away. I'm away for 2 weeks, so I don't think it's next week it's coming out the week after. So do look out for that. If you subscribe, press the bell for all notifications, and then you'll know when I've uploaded something. Love it. I'm going to let that dry first before I put that in. So we've got a little information about our hotel that we're going to go to. We've got, that's not going to fit in that one. Oh yeah, it does. We've got a little theatre ticket. We've got information about our train that's going. We've got a little dinner dance there. Little luggage ticket. Little present tag that he'd given me, and then little tag there, and then we've got these two little bit cards there in the back. So that is my hashtag envelope project 25. There we go. So I hope you liked that. Hope you're joining in. Hope you give everybody else a watch, a subscribe, a like, a comment. Please leave me a like and a comment. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And I'd like to say thank you to Tracy Fox for inviting me on this collaboration, and thank you to Natalie as well for all these beautiful freebies. I've got loads left to do, loads more. It's very generous, and yeah, wonderful bits of ephemera there. Okay, so bye for now, and I'll see you all again very soon. Take care.